Good morning, children. This is our second video of the chapter Degrees of Comparison. In the first video, I discussed the introduction of the chapter and we did exercise A. Here we are going to discuss some more rules of forming the comparatives and superlatives of the adjectives. Let us start. Again, I've taken these rules from your book and we are going to understand one rule at a time. Let's read this. Some comparatives such as inferior, superior, junior and senior that end in OR are followed by to instead of than in a sentence. We cannot add the word more before these words. Now for the comparative degree, whenever we write the comparative degree of any adjective, we use the word than after the adjective, right? So I will say, I am better than her. So it is a rule that we follow that whenever we write a comparative degree, we use the word than after it. But in this case, whenever you have such comparatives like inferior, superior, junior or senior, see these words, these are comparatives in themselves. Because they are comparatives in themselves, you don't have to write than after it, and also you don't even have to write more. You will not write more. You will never say more inferior or more junior or more senior. That is wrong English. We just say inferior, superior, junior and senior. And instead of placing than after these words, we use the word to. Let's read examples that's given in the book. The quality of this material is inferior to the one we bought yesterday. See, the quality of this material, so the material of something, let's take it material of a cloth, is inferior. See, I'm not using the word more over here. To the one, to. Instead of using than, we use the word to. To the one we bought yesterday. You're comparing it with another material. So the quality of this material is inferior to the one we bought yesterday. We are not using the word more before the adjective and we are not using the word than after the adjective. We replace the word than with to. Let's read more examples. These books are superior to those published last year. So you're comparing books published this year and published the last year. Are superior to. Again, we are not using than, we are not using more. He is junior to all his colleagues. Junior to all his colleagues. We don't say he's junior than all his colleagues. We say he is junior to all his colleagues. Understood? So because these words inferior, superior, junior and senior, they are comparatives in themselves. We don't use more before these words and we don't use than after these words. We use to after them. I hope the first rule is clear to you. We'll move on to the next rule. Let's read this. When a comparison is made between two people or things of equal value, we use as in this sentence. Okay, so when you're making a comparison between two people or things, so comparison is made only between two people or two things, not more than two. Alright, of equal value. Now whatever quality we are talking about for these things, both of the people or both of the things should have equal amount of that quality. Nobody should be more or nobody should be less. They are in the equal amount. In that case, we use the word as. Let's see how we use it. This girl is as hardworking as the other girl. So we are talking about two girls or two people, one girl and the second girl. What is the quality of the girls we are referring to? Hardworking. And see, both of the girls are equally hardworking. It is not that one girl is more hardworking than the other. They are equally hardworking. Because they are equally hardworking, we are saying this girl is as hardworking as the other girl. So we use as. Understood? Because the quality that they have, the hardworking quality, they have equal amount of the quality. So we use the word as. Next, she is as bright as her mother. Bright means sharp and intelligent. She is as bright as her mother. So we are comparing a daughter to her mother. Two people are being compared. And what is the quality being compared? their brightness, that is their intelligence. And none of the two is less or more than the other. They are equally bright, they are equally intelligent and sharp. That is why we are saying she is as bright as her mother. As is used. I hope till here it is clear. Let's move on to the next rule. Okay. When two people or things are compared with each other, we use the word other to exclude the former. Former means the one that comes first. So let's see the example which is given here. Solomon was wiser than any other king. So Solomon is being compared to the other kings, to all the other kings. So we use the word other to exclude Solomon from the group of the other kings. If I say Solomon was wiser than any king, it is wrong. Why? Because here we are not excluding the word Solomon. We have to exclude the first word, the person or the thing that we are referring to in the first place. We have to exclude it. To exclude it, we use the word other. So Solomon was wiser than any other king. So in all the other kings, he was the wisest of all. That is why the word other is important to use if you want to exclude the person or the thing that has already been talked about in the first place. Let's move on to the next rule now. When one person or thing is said to surpass all other people or things of the same kind, we use the superlative degree in the following manner. So, it is saying that when you are referring to a person or thing that is said to surpass. Surpass means to be better than all the other people or the things of the same kind. So, if you are talking about one person and you are saying that the person is better than all the other of the same group, then we use the superlative degree. Let's see the example. This student is the most intelligent of all. So we are talking about one student and we are comparing this student to all the other students in the group, and we are saying that the student is the best of all. How? Because the student is the most intelligent, right? So we are using the superlative. Why? Because we are saying that this student, this particular student, surpasses or is better than all the other in his lot. So whenever there is a person or there is a thing which is better off than all the other in the group, we use the superlative degree. Over here, we have used the superlative of intelligent, that is the most intelligent. This is an easy rule, comparatively easy. Let's see the next rule. The superlative degree can also be expressed by using the comparative form in this way. Let's see the example. This student is more intelligent than all other students in the class. See, when I say this student is more intelligent than all other students in the class, I still mean that this student is the best, he is the most intelligent of everybody. But instead of using the superlative form of intelligent, I have used the comparative degree of intelligent. I have not used the superlative degree, I have used the comparative degree. But the meaning of my sentence is still the same, that this student is the most intelligent. See, if you see in both of these examples, this rule and this one, the meaning is the same, that this student is the most intelligent of all. But here I have used the superlative degree, and in the second one I have used the comparative degree. When I say this student is more intelligent than all other students in the class, I am saying that he is more intelligent than all the other. Other means excluding this one, excluding the first student, the one that we are talking about. Everybody else who is there in the class, he is more intelligent. So over here, what we need to understand, that we can say the same thing. We can keep the meaning of the sentence same using different degrees of adjectives as well. Next rule. Do remember that double comparatives and double superlatives must not be used. Let's see what is double comparative or double superlative. He is more stronger than me is incorrect. He is stronger than me is correct. So you know stronger is the comparative degree of strong. So we say strong, stronger, strongest. So when you're already using ER to make strong into the comparative degree, you don't have to use more. Then it becomes double comparative. Because more is also a comparative word and stronger is also a comparative word. So double comparatives is incorrect. You cannot use double comparatives in the same sentence. Only one comparative should come. Like he is stronger than me, not more stronger. Let's see the next one. He is the most luckiest person. See, most luckiest person. You know, lucky becomes luckier and luckiest. So, luckiest is the superlative degree of lucky. We have already added EST. We have changed the Y to I and we have added EST to make luckiest, which is the superlative degree. So, we don't have to use most. Most is also a superlative degree. So, double superlatives is coming in over here. And double superlatives is wrong. We should not use double superlatives. It is grammatically incorrect. We will just say he is the luckiest person. So see, the correct sentence is he is the luckiest person. So be very careful. You cannot say that he is more better than that boy. No, wrong. He is more better is wrong. Why? Because better is already a comparative word. You cannot use another comparative word more. But I can say this sum is more difficult than the other. Why? Because difficult is a positive word and more is the comparative word. In that case, it is correct. So be very careful. No, don't use double comparatives or double superlatives. After these rules that we have discussed, we have exercise B on page number 54 of our grammar book. Let's see what we have to do here. Identify the errors in these sentences and rewrite the correct sentences in your notebook. So 12 sentences have been given to you. Now these sentences have something wrong. There is some mistake in these sentences. What you have to do is that you have to spot the error. You have to see what the mistake is, highlight the mistake and rewrite the sentence correctly in your notebook. For now, you're going to do this in your rough notebook because you're going to do it for the first time. In the next class, I'll give out the answers to you. In another video, I'll share the answers with you. And then you can do the exercise from there. You can check your answers that you will be doing in your rough notebooks right now and then do it in your English 1 copy. For now, do the exercise in your rough notebook. So how will we do? I'll share the first one with you. On the basis of that, you'll do the remaining 11. So my first sentence here is, he is eldest of the 2 siblings. Now only 2 people are being compared. So we will not use eldest because 2 people are there. We will only use the comparative degree. We will say he is the elder of the 2 siblings. He is the elder of the 2 siblings. So you can underline the word eldest over here because eldest is the wrong word to use. You can just underline the word eldest and you will write he is the elder of the 2 siblings. So now when you're doing it in the rough copy, just write the correct sentence. We will discuss the answers in the next video. We'll do another video for the explanation of the answers. There we will discuss the answers and you can check your answers from there. Like this, children, do the remaining sentences in your rough copy. For now, I will move on to the next set of rules from your book. This one is also very easy. You just need to understand, listen to the video and understand. This is very easy. See, it is possible to change the degree of comparison of a sentence without changing its meaning. It is saying, it is possible to change the degree of comparison of a sentence without changing its meaning. It is just similar to this one over here. I just did this rule with all of you. This student is the most intelligent of all. Here we are using the superlative. This student is more intelligent than all other students in the class. Here we are using the comparative. But meaning is the same, that this student is the most intelligent in both. Exactly the same thing we have over here in this. Let's read it again. It is possible to change the degree of comparison of a sentence without changing its meaning. Now think of the sentence that I just showed, the most intelligent one. We changed the degree. In one place we were using superlative. In another place we were using the comparative. But the meaning did not change. Similarly, we can do these as well. Let's read this. This tree is as big as that. So big is the positive degree. And I told you as is used when we compare two things that have equal value. So this tree is as big as that. Two trees are being compared and both trees are equal in size. So I can change it into the comparative degree by saying that tree is not bigger than this. If it is not bigger than this, what does it mean? That it is the same size. So that tree is not bigger than this. I have changed into the comparative degree and I have not changed the meaning of the sentence. Let's see the next one. Karuna is the best student in the school. This is the superlative. I can say Karuna is better than any other student in the school. This is similar to the most intelligent and more intelligent example that we did. So Karuna is the best student means that she is the best one. Nobody is better than her. So I can say Karuna is better than any other student in the school. See, we are using the comparative of good over here. And if she is better than any other student, it means that she is still the best. Meaning stays the same. Now let's see the next sentence. Very few auto drivers are as honest as Randhir. Here we are using the positive degree of honest and we are comparing Randhir, who is an auto driver, to other auto drivers. See, the sentence says very few auto drivers are as honest as Randhir. So Randhir is honest and there is a handful of auto drivers who are just as honest as Randhir. So Randhir is one of the few honest auto drivers. Then I want to change this into superlative degree. So superlative degree of honest is most honest, but I want to keep the meaning same. So how will we do it? Randhir is one of the most honest auto drivers. So in the handful of the auto drivers, the very few auto drivers who are honest, Randhir is one of the most honest auto drivers. So because the others are not very honest, he is one of the most honest auto drivers. See, we have changed the word honest to its superlative degree and we have made it most honest. Also, we have not changed the meaning of the sentence. Now you have to understand over here. When we say very few auto drivers are as honest as Randhir, we are not saying that Randhir is the most honest of all the auto drivers. We are saying that there is a handful of auto drivers who are honest and Randhir is one of them. Okay. That is why here I have not written Randhir is the most honest auto driver. We have written Randhir is one of the most honest because there is a group of the honest ones. He is one of the most honest auto drivers. Clear? Next sentence. No other fruit is as nutritious as banana. I have used the positive degree of nutritious and I have compared banana to other fruits. No other fruit is as nutritious as banana. It means what? That banana is the most nutritious, right? So when I change it to superlative, I can simply write banana is the most nutritious fruit. When I say no other fruit, that means no other fruit is as nutritious. Banana is the most nutritious of all the fruits. So we can say banana is the most nutritious fruit. Simple. This is how we can change it. Now these are few of the sentences where the meaning has stayed the same but we have changed the degree of comparison. There can be many more like this. This one is a bit tricky. So when you make such changes, you have to be very careful keeping the meaning of the sentence same. Based on these rules, we have exercise C in your grammar book. This is on page number 55. This also I want you all to do in your rough copy. I'll explain the rule how to do it and then you all will do in your rough copy. Let's read the question. Change the degree of comparison of each sentence as instructed. The meaning should remain unaltered. One has been done for you. So which degree you have to change it to? It is already mentioned in brackets over here. You have to change it into these degrees. But the meaning should remain unaltered. Unaltered means unchanged. That means you should not change the meaning. The first one is already done. Let's see the first one. China is the most populated country in the world. China is the most populated. Most populated is the superlative degree. Populated is positive. More populated is comparative. Most populated is superlative. So China is the most populated country. You have to change this into comparative degree, but the meaning has to stay the same. So China should still be the most populated. What have I done here? China is more populated than any other country in the world. See, more populated is the comparative degree. So I've written China is more populated than any other country in the world. Still means China is the most populated because I'm saying more populated than any other country. I'm involving all the other countries and saying China is more populated than them. This is how the degree can be changed, meaning can stay the same. Let's see one more. Asia is the largest continent in the world. What is it written? Asia is the largest continent in the world. Now when I say Asia is the largest continent in the world, what do I mean? That it is the largest. No other continent is as large. I have to change it into positive. I can say no other continent in the world is as large as Asia. So we have used the positive of largest, which is large, and I have kept the meaning same. I have said no other continent in the world is as large as Asia. That means Asia is the largest one. Similarly, you are going to do the remaining sentences in your rough copy. In the next video, I am going to explain the answers of these exercises, exercise B and exercise C. Follow the video carefully, pause and replay again if you are getting stuck somewhere, and do these two exercises in your rough copy. Thank you.